Hi everyone, it's Marianne again, and I thought I'd check in and say hi and let you know how things are going with the braces. It's now 4 weeks since I got my braces, and I have to say life is sort of normal. I think I've lost a few pounds. I still prefer to eat softer foods because like crunchy things and peanuts and things like that all get stuck up in the braces, and so that drives me nuts. My number one friend in all of this has been the Waterpik, and I'm so glad I got the Waterpik. If there's one thing you get for your braces, get the Waterpik because it gets everything out of there. And I often, after I eat, I just can't wait till I get, to the Waterpik and can get everything cleaned out. So I'm really glad that I got that. So the motor doesn't last terribly well. When you first plug it in, it works really great. And then after that, it says it takes 30 seconds, but honestly, the motor goes so slow. I think it takes almost a minute to empty the tank. So, but for whatever it's worth, I'm still really glad I got it, and it helps amazing. The biggest problem I've had is flossing. Number one, it's extremely hard to floss, but it it also the one time I was trying to floss down here, I accidentally pulled too hard on the wire, and so the wire popped out of the end bracket. So my husband and I took these needle nose pliers, and somehow he was able to get it back in. It was pretty funny, but so I had to have these nasty pliers in my mouth, but what can you do? We got it back in, and so that saved it. Another time, I think I was flossing, and I popped a rubber band off another bracket, and my son got that one on. But the problem is you have to floss, or else your gums go bad, and so I only try it even once a week, and the best thing to do is to stay in front of a mirror, because if you just try to walk around the room and trying to just do it because you're, to get it done. And I use the Super Floss. That's about the only way I can even imagine. I don't have any floss threaders, so Super Floss works just fine for me. And yeah, so don't walk around while you're doing it, because that's when the accidents happen. Just trust me on that one. So what else is new? So the cheeks, it's just amazing how you hit like that week and a half. You think, oh my gosh, there's no way my mouth could ever handle this. And like a week and a half to 2 week mark, all of a sudden your mouth builds up kind of calluses, but you don't really feel them, that seems to be able to handle it. And there's now, because of the way my teeth are, I notice when I do a lot of talking, my lips get hung up on these down here and up here, because the ceramic braces do stick out farther, and they're not as flush up against your tooth, so they do stick out a little bit farther, and so they get hung up on there, especially if your mouth gets dry. So I carry my trusty Starbucks cups around, and I have them full of water, actually crunched ice water, which I love, which I don't really crunch it. I suck on it. And actually the cold of the ice, when I suck on the crushed ice, actually helps soothe the cheeks. So that kind of helps me at the end of the day when my cheeks are really sore. I tried to go to Five Guys and eat a hamburger. It was a disaster. I mean, everything got all stuck in there, and it was really hard to enjoy. And I think because I still don't have any chewing surface, let me show you. So let's go this side. See how there's hardly any chewing surface. So what happens is I can mash the food as best as possible, but sometimes I'm swallowing bigger chunks, and then because you don't get to chew it around your tongue and stuff like that, it doesn't taste as good, and then you're eating these bigger chunks, and then overall the whole experience is just kind of gross, and you're choking on bigger pieces of food, and so not my favorite thing to do. But I'll take the weight loss. Hey, that'll work for me. I think I'm down 3 or 4 pounds since this all started, maybe even 5, and so that's the biggest things that are going on, definitely, first thing in the morning, definitely have your trusty cup of water next to your bed, because if you happen to lay on your back, or if you have a cold or your sinuses or allergies or whatever, then you mouth breathe. And I think even just through the night, you just tend to get dehydrated. So definitely take a drink before you start, peeling your lip cheeks off the braces, because you don't want to tear more holes. And I think I might have done that a couple of times. So I think I have 2 more weeks until my first checkup. And hopefully what they're going to do is they're going to, let's see, probably put a band around that molar, because the bracket, it's just because of how the teeth are so crooked, there's just too much tension for the wire to go through, go dip into that bracket and then come back out into the next bracket. So I think the only way he's going to be able to do that is to get a band around it, because it's a crown, and so the glue doesn't stick to the crown. So I'm not looking forward to that, but hey, I'm okay with it. And the other part is I did have some dental work up here. So he actually took the wire off, and so that the dentist could have full access to that tooth when he replaced the silver fillings with the white, the amalgam, or no, not amalgam, the polymer, whatever it is, the white stuff. So he'll have to put that back on. And I'm hoping that I'll go ahead and get the stronger wires, because I think my upper teeth might have come out just a little bit, because I notice a very tiny crack that's developing, a space that's in there that I don't think I had before. So it's almost like when you go to floss, it just goes up and out, so that I didn't have before. This area is just like a train wreck. I mean, my goodness. So I don't think the bottom teeth are moving, but I do kind of feel that my top teeth aren't as tilted backwards as they were. They might be coming out just ever so slightly. So I'm like, hey, let's get on with this. Let's get going here. Of course, I'll pay for it because it'll hurt, but, and I know they have to move everything slowly. So I understand that too, but I'd like to, I think also, because if the upper teeth are coming out faster than the bottom teeth, I notice that the overbite is pretty crazy. So I sometimes, if I bite front ways through something, my teeth will go past the bumper and then straight onto that metal piece, the bracket, and it just it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. It's horrible. So I just want to get things going. I'm just excited about the whole process. Just thinking, just going from having to think that I was going to have to live with these things the rest of my life to now actually getting things fixed is just very exciting for me. So I'll take the lumps with it. And so I'll let you know how things go in a couple weeks and see what they do. And that's about it. So definitely the worst part is over now. I'm sure when they get adjusted, it'll hurt again. But I mean, I think I'd rather take the tooth pain and just eat soft foods than to have my cheeks all chewed up. So I'll take it. I'm fine with it. And that's about it. So number 1, get yourself the water pick. Absolute. Number 2, be really careful when you're flossing. It's important to floss. I wish I could say I did it more, but maybe I will try to improve that over time. But I think this will testify why it's really important to maybe pay that little extra and go get your teeth cleaned every 3 months instead of every 6. Because I don't want any more problems. And the more I talk to other people my age, which I'm 46, people around my age, even my husband, he's just got his childhood silver fillings up in his teeth, or maybe, earlier, 20 years ago, and they're all rotting. He's going to have $1,000 worth of dental work, which is a lot. So a lot of people, and my brother-in-law, he had 2 molars removed because the fillings were had just so taken over the teeth, and he'd already had root canals, and it's so a lot of people my age are really starting to see the effects of their teeth and having to pay lots and lots of money to get things repaired. So it's really important to keep up with things, and I never thought I'd be a preacher of that, but take a word from the wise. Take care of your teeth. I've gotten my son to make sure that he wears his retainer every night, and it still fits him, so that's good. So he has been wearing it. That's the test to see if he's done it. His orthodontist now doesn't need to see him for another 6 months, and I think he's going to be kind of released a little bit after that, barring that his teeth haven't shifted. Now, his orthodontist is a more of an old-timey country orthodontist who has been doing this for 20-something years. And I think he's still of the old school that kids don't need to wear their retainers every night, that after the first year. And unfortunately, as I talk to more people who've had braces, they say wear your retainer because more and more kids are having to have their braces multiple times because their teeth keep shifting back. So take care of you put so much money and time into this, just take care of it. So that's what I'm learning from all this. So that's about it, and hope everybody's having a good week, and good luck with your braces. Absolutely go through with it. It's so important to take care of them. But anyways, so have a really great day, and we'll see you later. Thanks a lot for watching, and you can like and subscribe down below, and that'll be great. See you later. Bye-bye.